How you doing, guys? All right. I don't usually do videos like this, but I had to get this out there. So I don't know if you're already aware what's happening in Liverpool, but excuse me. There is a mayoral election coming up, and obviously the Labour Party need to come up with candidates who's going to be their candidate for the election. There was a short list of 3 people. That was acting mayor of Liverpool, Wendy Simon, Anno Byrne, who was a former deputy mayor, and councillor Anna Rothery. Now, Anna Rothery is significant because she's a black female socialist. Would be the first black female to be the mayor of Liverpool, which would be fantastic. So what happened is the selection process is completed. Those are the 3 candidates that were going to run. The voting amongst members had already began. Okay, already began. And then suddenly the contest was stopped with no explanation of what's happened. So I'm just reading from the Liverpool Echo. Excuse me. The shortlist was final. Let's sake of my arm. The shortlist was finalised after an interview process as the party looked to replace Joe Anderson, who remained suspended following his arrest in December. I don't even know about that, but that's not significant here. However, after releasing the final shortlist, and just as voting was to begin amongst members, the process was suddenly suspended. Now, the 3 candidates who were already selected, they were asked to come back for follow-up interviews, okay, on Friday, but then received no contact from the party for several days. Okay, so for some reason, the contest was stopped. No idea why that's happened. Then the candidates were asked to come back for another interview. I'm not sure why. And then they heard nothing for several days. Today, this might be this morning or maybe yesterday, the party took I can't get that bloody word out. They took a decision to reopen applications for the post, right? So the party has already come up with 3 candidates. Voting had already began, or it was going to begin. Then it was stopped. Those 3 candidates were brought back for a re-interview. And now they've opened up the selection process again. Now here is the shocking bit. The 3 candidates who had already been selected have been asked not to reapply. Essentially, they're being barred from the election. They've been barred from the election on what grounds? There has been no explanation of all of this. This is, to put it bluntly, a fucking shambles. We have an election coming up for the mayor. 3 candidates were chosen. One of them was, all 3 of them were female, which is great because there's all women shortlist. Councillor Anna Rothery is a black female socialist. Again, excellent. And she was essentially the front runner. Okay. Process stopped. Those 3 candidates had already been selected have now been barred for the selection process. This is clearly a stitch up from the Labour machine and from the Starmer headquarters and David Evans as General Secretary, because they didn't want a socialist. There is no other explanation. Now, people might say this is all sort of conspiracy bollocks, but without an explanation, people are going to think this. And when you logically come to the conclusion of the fact that Keir Starmer has been pushing out left-wingers from the party since he became leader, then what's the other explanation for this? So this is a real shame, because it would have been the first female black mayor, and it looks like they probably have a preferred candidate. I mean, I will update this as this goes on, but at the moment it's all coming through Twitter. But what's also happening, actually, to add, is that Anne Rothery is considering legal action. She will be taking legal action against the party if the party shocked decision to scrap its shortlist of candidates. I'm not sure. I'm not sure when this is going to take place, but I think it's the right thing to do. Again, there's no explanation why she's been barred. But this is a genuine disgrace. And also, Keir Starmer, to you directly, you fuck with the wrong city. Liverpool will not take this shit. Of course, Liverpool is a safe Labour area. However, it's not just particularly a Labour area. It's quite a left-wing area. It's got a lot of radical politics to it. There is a big sense of community there. A bar Islington North, which is Jeremy Corbyn's constituency, that's probably where he's most popular. So they have a big left-wing politics there. They will take notice of this. The members will not be happy, of course. But this goes bigger than left-wing or right-wing. This is about democracy. Whether you hate the Labour left, whether you hate socialists, whether you hate the Labour Party in general, you don't give a shit, fair enough. But this is about democracy. They've torn up all the rules in the rule book, first of all. But if you don't like a particular candidate, if they're going to win amongst members on a one member, one vote democratically, you have to accept that. So I think that even if you don't subscribe to Anna Rothery's politics, I don't really know her very well, actually. Some say she's a socialist. I've heard Aaron Bastani say on Twitter that she's actually more of a centre-left moderate, but she's quite good. She's been backed by your usual left-wingers, Corbyn, Zara Sultana, most of the Socialist Campaign Group. She's clearly it seems like a very decent politician, a decent cancer anyway. But yeah, it's about democracy. We should be defending democracy. And I don't know what sort of long game Keir Starmer is playing here, because if this gets media attention, it might not. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. But if it does, again, this will continue to show splits and factions within the party. Split parties don't win elections, united parties do. So I really don't understand what Keir Starmer is doing here. Now, for my personal opinion, and I knew this, and this way before he won the election. It was when he stood his election, when I started to look at his background. When he was younger, when he was in his early days of the Labour Party, he was always focusing his energies on getting rid of lefties from the party. So I expect that if he were to win, that will be exactly what he will do. And that's exactly what he is doing. And I think he's being a Kinnock here, a Neil Kinnock, where his role of the leader is to forever kick out socialists, forever kick out radical left politics from the Labour Party. And his first aim isn't to win a general election. For people who like Keir Starmer, who say this is crazy, well, give me another reason. Give me an explanation why he's doing all of this. Because he's doing his best to convince me that's the case. Because when it comes to the government, he's been incredibly weak. My last video, which I uploaded yesterday, Matt Hancock broke the law and Keir Starmer refused to call on his resignation, at least. But he'll sack shadow cabinet members for a tweet. So you do have to wonder if he's harder on lefties and socialists within the Labour Party but not on the government. What strategy is he trying to play here? If anything but kicking out socialists from the party. The evidence supports this. The logical conclusion is this. But the thing is, though, he might think his strategy is going to work, but it's going to bite him in his ass sooner or later. You need your members to mobilise you to campaign for you. Who the hell is going to campaign for Keir Starmer? The people who campaigned for Anna Rothery to become mayor. Do you think they're going to now switch up the energy and get people to try and vote for Keir Starmer in the general election? Sure, they might still campaign for their local MP, but if their local MP is crap, which a lot of MPs in the Labour Party are crap, then they won't put half the amount of energy that's needed to win. So yeah, I really want to get this video out straight away. It is shocking. Solidarity with Anna Rothery, and solidarity with the other candidates who are barred as well, because this wasn't a foregone conclusion. She might not have won. So solidarity with all the candidates who have been barred. Anna Rothery, I hope you go with your legal action. I hope you stick it to the Labour Party. Some people are saying that she might stand as independent, and if she does, good for you. And I think that lefties out there, if she does stand for independent, to vote for her, if not just for democracy above anything else. But yeah, so I really want to get this out there. Big issue again. Keir Starmer, once again, is a fucking travesty as leader. And I will update you as soon as possible. I'll probably update you on my Twitter. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. And please remember to subscribe to Turn Left, because left-wing voices are under threat as it is. There is no representation of left-wing voices in the mainstream media. So we have to grow our own media. We've got great content out like Novara Media, but we need more of a community, which is what Turn Left is about. It's not about us creating another Novara Media to replace them. No, it's about us creating a whole community of left voices. So please, yeah, remember, like, share in this video and subscribe to Turn Left. And I will catch you guys soon.